Good afternoon. My name is Hae-Sun Kim, advisor of Gangnam Labor Law Firm. Today, with the labor attorney Jung Bong-soo, we will discuss and describe about the Labor Standard Act Article 7, which is the provision of forced labor. So, could you explain the terminology of this article, please?
Yeah. Hello, how are you today? This is Bong-soo Jung, Korean labor attorney. What is the prohibition of forced labor? So according to the Article 7 of the Labor Standard Act, employer shall not force the employee to work without his will, free will. Also employer using their force or violence or some other mental or spiritual strength. So in such a case we call it forced labor. So that is an exact explanation of what is forced labor. In reality, what is forced labor? That means very highly technologically advanced or well skillful workers, they want to quit their job, then employer do not allow them quit their job. So this is a kind of forced labor, but exceptionally it is possible if employer introduce signing bonus or retention bonus. That is, if this signing bonus is additional bonus including beyond their own salary, that means they pay additionally, but this amount is designed to support you. Also, it will be your bonus if you complete the 1 year contract or 2 years contract. So if you resigned ahead of that the promised time, then you have to refund what you receive for signing bonus. That is, but in such a case, this is a free will based agreement, so it cannot be a forced labor. But the other case, like employee do not allow them to leave, then it is a forced labor. So this is mostly common cases that we can see, but in very 30-day workers or like fishing or farming area, they are taking advantage of less maybe mentally retarded or like such those disabled workers. So they force them to work without paying the minimum wage. So in this case, it is like forced labor. So it is same. This article of the Labor Standard Act can be applicable. Yeah.
I see. So based on your explanation, it is like a slavery employment condition. So, for example, what kind of working condition would permit the employer to employ the workers as like a slavery condition, as you have explained?
So, okay. So, Labor Standard Act provide working condition which are minimum and compulsory condition. So, if employer force their workers to work with less than the less condition than this Labor Standard Act, then we call it is forced labor. So that is a real definition of this forced labor. But in modern time, we can introduce it like more some IT company or such a very kind of technologically intensive company. So they need a very skillful workers. Then they do not allow them to leave, or they put some condition for resignation. So if they resign, then they have to pay penalty for their the resignation. So it is kind of forced labor. So we need to review it very fairly, whether it was a signing bonus or it was a kind of forced labor. We have to compare between the voluntary decision or it was a kind of forced decision by the employer. Yeah.
So in case labor workers are employed like in a slavery condition. For example, in a remote island where no inspection can be made, this kind of employment can happen especially to the mentally retarded or disabled worker. Do you agree?
Yes, so we can see some news report about forced labor. So some fishermen or some farmer who raise stock or animals, they used some such disabled people to work there for a long period of time, but they haven't paid a minimum wage. So in such a case, we call it forced labor. So in such a case, labor inspector charged some penalty for using them as a forced labor. So this can be a very severe violation of labor law. So when employer violate this Article 7, the prohibition of forced labor, is one of the severe punishment that the labor standard can charge it. Yeah.
I see. So I think the labor inspector should be searching for this kind of illegal forced labor because it will be very difficult to discover those cases. So it's I think it's very important to be alert. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.